The second time, I gave him my real ID because I was so confused, and he looked at it.
Yeah.
It's clear I'm 16. He's like, have fun, guys.
Yeah.
You didn't even look, did you?
I'm not about to math. I do not care. Just go.
Oh, you're leaving? Well, don't let the squirt hit you in the ass.
Welcome to the Two Gaming Dudes Toxic Masculinity podcast.
Woo, boy, here we go.
Something a little different, right? You ever been to a bachelor party?
As a matter of fact, I have.
So have I. I went to one in particular that I want to tell you about.
Was it yours?
It was not mine, no. I don't know if I ever actually had one.
We still have to put something together. You did this ass backwards.
I very much so, but you know, when you get married during the COVID pandemic thing.
Oh, see, that's going to trigger the algorithm now.
Oh, no.
Just saying the C word.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to a bachelor party from my buddy from the wedding that did not work out so well. That's another story. It starts off fun enough. We went to like a gun range.
Oh,
we got to
nice.
shoot off a couple guns, and then, of course, it had to end up at a strip club.
Of course.
And on the way to the strip club, we're in a limousine on the way, and we open up the little bar, and they've got all these bottles of tequila. And, of course, I just grab one, and I'm like, yeah, this one's mine.
Chuck does love
Pop it
tequila.
open, and I started drinking straight from the bottle, which, you know, in hindsight, may have been a mistake. My buddy's there, not the one getting married, a different guy, and he is trying to follow my lead.
Oh, boy.
So he saw me do it, and he's like, well, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. So he grabs it, and he chugs. Oh, man, it hit us. It was like a slow burn. It started to hit us as we pulled in, and then by the time we walked in, I suddenly couldn't, time was skipping. I'm going to sit in that chair, and then I was in the chair, and I'm like, how did I get in the chair? At one point,
you understand what that is.
Around.
You know what that is, right? When you start losing time and losing gaps in your memory. No. It means your blood alcohol is so high that the hippocampus in your brain has started to stop functioning. You're switching danger zone at that point.
All right, so I'm at danger zone levels. I don't know where my buddy's at, but he's got to be somewhere around there, right? At one point, I looked around, and I realized something about the circle of friends that I was with. And since none of them actually watch this or listen to this podcast, I'm perfectly fine talking about this. Because we had gone there, not only with us as a bunch of dudes, we brought a chick with us.
Oh.
Because she used to be a stripper.
Hey.
And she's like, if you're going to go to a strip club, bring your own stripper. And I'm like, that's brilliant. So she insists on sitting next to me. And then she's sitting on me.
Excellent.
And then the other stripper comes by.
The one that actually works there.
The one that actually works there. And she comes and sits next to me over here, right? Now, she's like the hot redhead. And there were like 3 other dudes that I was with who were all like, oh, the hot redhead. I'm going to try to get a lap dance from her. Oh, she looks great. I'm going to put down some money. I put down like a 5. Everybody else is putting down money. I just do a 5 down there. She came straight to me and said, and that's when I looked around at my sea of friends and said, oh my God, I'm the hot one. So that was a kind of little boost to my ego at the time. And
if I may interject a little something here. Because this is very abstract what he just described.
You weren't with us.
No, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. But Charles, some might say, leads a double life. He's got this. The hip, podcaster, exercise, can pull tail. There's that side. The Charles we know and love from the show. And then there's Dungeon Master Charles, who leads a D&D group every other Saturday with some people. Put in your mind the stereotypical mid-40s, never touched a girl, fat, bad neck beard. They're exactly like that. Exactly what you're picturing. Is that who you went to this with?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I took the 2 ladies and we went into the private room and had some fun. I come back from there and I'm so drunk. And she's like, okay, that's going to be $200.
Oh, no.
And I know, $200. And I'm reaching my pockets and I'm like, I got a 20. And I look over at my buddy and I'm like, oh, you got money? And she's getting frustrated because she's not drunk. And I'm like, it's okay. I'll go to the ATM and I'll pull money.
Oh, sure.
Right. Except I'm so drunk, I can't formulate numbers.
You just
anymore.
smashing the pad like this.
I'm just hitting random shit on the keypad, and of course none of that's mine until I eventually lock my card out. So my buddy had to come by and like, God damn it, Chuck, and he pulls out some money, and I'm like, oh, thanks, man. He gave me $200, and I paid her, and then I come sit down. Now my buddy, who's been drinking, trying to keep up with me, he's sitting in the chair, and he's got this face like it's just off. Something's not right there with his face. And the hot redhead that I'd had my fun with, and so now she's looking for the next target, and there he was. So she goes right up to him, puts a leg up on his leg so that she can put her hands on his shoulders to show you how close they are. And doesn't get as far as, hey, baby, how? And then he responds with, projectile vomit.
It wasn't because he was drunk. It's because he's so unaccustomed to having a woman near him, he didn't know what to do. He was so nervous, he fucking puked.
He was there. I was here. I'm right next to him. And I kind of did like that moment from, what's that movie Friday when he's, damn! Yeah, so then the bouncer came.
No shit.
And he got chicken winged out the same way that you got chicken winged out. And the rest of us were encouraged to leave. So we did. And in my mind, of course, because time doesn't work for me anymore, I'm like, well, we've been here for 17 hours, so we can probably just go. We'd been there for like 20 minutes.
So that broad made $200 in 20 minutes. What's she complaining about?
Well, she was $200 and then vomit.
Well,
and I was like, well, that part probably sucked a bit. But the rest of it was, I'm sure, great. And my God.
That sounds like a fantastic night.
That was a great night for me. I had a lot of fun. But, man, the vomit. And then after, I mean, he had no recollection of what he had done.
No.
Like, none of it registered. Even getting chicken winged out and thrown out. And he was just like, how did I end up outside? Man, that's like the most drunk I've been possibly ever. I think that's one of my tops for drunkenness. Like, I was pretty far gone.
The instant you start having memory gaps, you're pushing dangerous territory.
Let that be a lesson to you.
God, I love the Nudie Bar. Did you ever meet my college girlfriend who used to work at across the river? So in Metro Detroit, Windsor, Canada is right across the river. And it's customary to go party over there because the rules are more lax and the US dollar goes further.
Oh, yeah, I used to do that often.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised that's not what we did. We went to a Detroit bar.
Yeah, fuck that.
It was crazy.
No, going to Canada is better.
Always.
So she used to dance over there at what used to be called the $1 Million Saloon. It's long gone now, I'm sure. But her whole shift, she'd go Friday, Saturday, 8 to 10. That was it. She'd work 2 hours, 8 to 10 on Friday, 8 to 10 on Saturday. That was it. She'd make $400 in those 2 hours and leave.
Wow.
And then Saturday go in, make $400 in those 2 hours and leave.
Huh.
And then she gets a boob job. And suddenly in those 2 hours, she's making $700. Yeah. But I'll tell you that
tells you what we like. Yeah.
Dating a stripper, though, it does ruin the nudie bar for you.
Well, yeah. I mean, as soon as you know how the burgers are made, you're never going to want to eat there again.
Yeah. Like hanging out backstage with the other girls, you think, oh, wow, how hot you're in the locker room. But it's not. You know them, you meet them personally, and you see, oh, this is just a...
It's all showmanship. It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's when Penn and Teller pull back the curtain and show you this is how the trick is done.
And you're like, well, that's stupid.
She really is just a single mom struggling to get by, and this one really is a college student. Like, it's not. And
you're not back here doing blow and like fingering each other just before you go on stage.
No, we're back there. We're playing euchre.
Yeah, we're just bored
until
out of our minds.
One of them, Tiffany to the stage. Oh fuck! Here, take my hand. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was fun, but it takes away some of the fantasy.
It does. Anymore, I almost feel like strip clubs are about to go away to a certain extent. I mean, they're not really around much anymore. I've seen strip clubs even in New Orleans with signs on them that say "Dancers Wanted, Sign-On Bonus." And they, because no one wants to work there anymore.
Oh.
Why would you when you can make an OnlyFans page?
Yeah.
You can make your own OnlyFans account, make your own money, and you're doing it all from your own home. And instead of just the people at the bar, now it's everyone around the world.
But I can't get a lap dance from an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah, but
I can go into a nudie bar and still get a lap dance.
But the incels that they're selling to,
You're right.
that's all they want is the digital girl.
You're right, yeah. I forgot who their
I
target
want to
audience
text
is.
the girl. I don't actually want to talk to the girl. I just text anonymously. Show me your boobs.
You know that time in Las Vegas? At no point did we go to a nudie bar. And I explained to you, we were all there for a medical convention. Mm-hmm. And anytime the subject came up, I would bring up, guys, we're not in our 20s. Adult, successful gentlemen don't go to nudie bars. We go to high-priced call girls.
That's true. We go back to our hotel room with a call girl and say, show me boobs. Cool.
I mean, you spent $200 on lap dances with that girl.
Yeah.
What does a quickie with a hooker cost? More than $200?
I can't. In Detroit, I can't imagine.
I imagine you can get a beeger for like $20. You spent 10 beegers just to take her into the back private room and have her dance. You got ripped off, man.
That's great. That's gonna be my new form of measuring currency. How many beegers is this worth? That's like 7 beegers? That's really expensive. I don't know if I can afford that.
Oh shit! The first of the month's coming up. Fuck! I got the card payment. That's like 14 beegers.
Oh my god.
Click subscribe.
Yeah, that's all I got for you. Click subscribe. Leave comments. Have you ever been to a bachelor party or a bachelorette party, and if it got wild and crazy, leave some comments down below. And if they're really good, we might actually like read them live and like comment on them.
I work with a girl who is total Jesus freak. Total Jesus freak. She's the
that's fun.
She's the most sheltered human I've ever met. I mean, they kept her. She grew up so sheltered from the real world. She has no clue how the real world works. And we're bringing up bachelor parties and strip clubs and all that. And she said, you know, they don't just dance for them. Like, what do they do? They take them backstage and finish them off. What is that, like, finish them off? What does that mean?
Did you enjoy the show? And now you die.
Finish them off. God almighty.
I don't know what strip clubs you've been to, but that sounds awful. I'm not going to that one. I'm going to the Dizzy Duck.
Also shut down. Probably because of the shit we used to do at age 16 sneaking into the place.
I'm sorry, but, it was the only way we were going to get in. And then as soon as we got in, we were looking and we're like, okay, there's a dancer there, and I swear there's another one there, but she's bouncing up and down.
Such a fucking dump.
Yeah, it was terrifying in there. Every time you go in, you're like, today might be the day we die. So you know.
What a fucking dump.
And they knew it was a dump. The bouncer there was like, just go in. You know this is fake, right? It's obviously fake. I don't give a shit.
The second time, I gave him my real ID because I was so confused, and he looked at it.
Yeah.
It's clear I'm 16. He's like, have fun, guys.
Yeah.
You didn't even look, did you?
I'm not about to math. I do not care. Just go. Do you have a gun, or no? You're just going to get drunk and watch boobs?
Okay, go.
Go. I don't care.
I remember getting Bill a lap dance, and it was very clearly the first time he'd seen a woman. And the look on his face looked like a sci-fi thing where they're putting a brain, where they're wiping your brain with some kind of torture device, because he just looked straight, he was looking straight at her like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It was outstanding.
It's great. Like he's being electrocuted. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Nothing's responding. My hands won't move. Right. I don't know what to do.
There's the 3 reactions someone has to danger. It's fight or flight. People don't realize there's a third. It's freeze.
Yes.
He definitely froze.
Well, at least he didn't run, I guess.
But in my mind, I'm like, Bill, do something. She's going to think you don't like her. You're going to hurt her feelings.
At which point he should have done run. Because at least that would have, this was funny enough, but it would have been even funnier if she'd have been like, what do you like, baby? No!
He just runs away. But he's okay. He'll be back. It's just
It's
him.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not you, honey. Yes, I'll still pay you.
all my life was Star Trek. Now I want something more.
All right.
All right. You know what to do. Love.
I gotta close my
subscribe,
windows. It's raining.
Ah, shit. All right. We'll see you in another episode. Later.